for you this season?
He's been a really good mentor this season. I mean, everybody has been really helping me out with really how to learn NBA game.
Taking back to opening night when, it was, I think, Harden and Eric Gordon kind of going against you on the perimeter to tonight where you were successful against Lillard and McCollum, just where you've grown specifically in that area?
I think at first I wasn't being aggressive on defense. I was kind of playing back, letting them decide what they want to do, then trying to play off of it. But I started learning, watching Draymond, like I got to dictate what they do and only give them what I give them. So defensively, trying to just push up. I know I'm quick enough and fast enough to recover if they try to drive, trying to block shots, things like that. So just trying to take three-point away and just be aggressive on defense.
Jordan, Portland tried to come back in the fourth quarter. What's changed in the defense and what's changed in the defense and offense?
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I think we just picked it up. We started going away from what got us the lead at first, kind of stagnant. So coach just put some different people in, and then we just started. We understood that they were trying to really win this game. They had their starters in at the end of the game, so we just went in, started playing hard defense, limit them to one shot because they were getting offensive rebounds during that little spurt. So that's what we did.
Hey, Jordan, getting the start tonight and last week when Draymond was out, what do you think that's done for you in terms of the minutes that come with that and going up against the starters?
I think it's been helping me out a lot with confidence. Coach has started me my rookie year when there's a lot of other people on the team who could easily start and be successful. So it's giving me a lot of confidence. It's also helping me understand what kind of players we have, the spots I have to be in on the floor to try to be successful.
Everybody sees the dunks, the blocks, the big highlights, but what are the small things that you work on a day-to-day basis that allow you to come in and contribute to a team like this?
Screening the road, that's one of the big things. With the scores we have out here, I'm going to get a lot of easy layups, and then also going to put me in a position to make the right pass out of the pick and roll. So I've been working on that. Ball handling, going into DHOs with KD a lot. We've been successful with that. And then just boxing out, just playing hard, things like that.
Jordan, take us through the chase down block you got and what led to it and how you ended up chasing them down and just how it felt.
Well, I turned the ball over trying to pass it to Kevin, I believe. And I remember in New Orleans, kind of the same thing happened. I don't think it was my turnover, but their team had ran down. I think it was like 3-on-1 against Clay. They missed. They got the rebound again, missed again. I was just standing there, and coach was like, "Get down there." Those were, yeah. He's like, "Get down there." He's like, "You're a rookie. That's how you have to be successful on this team. You have to play hard." And so I was about to walk down, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get taken out." So I just ran down, and I just happened to be in the right place.
Did he tell that to you in film? Did he do it on the court in the moment?
Right in the moment. He looked down when they were getting offensive rebound, and I was just standing. He was like, "JB, get down there, rebound." And I was like, "Oh," and I forgot. Like I was just ball watching. So today I didn't want to get yelled at again, so I just immediately ran down.
Is your mind actually sitting there while you throw the turnover thinking, "Oh, remember what coach told me"?
Yeah, I swear, like I threw it, and I was like, I started like pouting and stuff. And then I seen a flashback. I was like, "Oh," and just run back down. Yeah.
Jordan, years ago, the Warriors had a rookie by the name of Gus Williams. I remember his first year, he was a starter, and he really contributed right away. How much fun has it been for you, and how difficult was it when you realized you were coming to such a great team, knowing that you were going to have to integrate with this group? And were you surprised at all how welcoming they were to you as a young player?
Yeah, very surprised by that. Obviously, coming off a championship run, they didn't need any more help. They lost one game in the playoffs last year, so I was just trying to come in and just try to really make an imprint on this team, try to leave some kind of, just make sure I impacted every game I played somewhere. I don't want to be the guy that just like rode the wagon. I want to actually be part of the success.
Jordan, a few years ago, Dr. Naismith interviewed the game.
Good. All right.
Dave, just curious, how much fun has this been for you these last couple of years? You've had a great career, but it almost seems like this is the the icing on the cake for you.
No, it's been good. We were, you know, a good group, guys coming in with the right approach every day. You know, regardless of who's in the lineups, you know, we're just preparing to win, to go out, compete, and try to win that game on the schedule.
David, obviously you couldn't have had a more efficient game. At this point, what goes into that? I mean, is your play totally shifted? Is it a much more cerebral game for you than it used to be in a sense?
Yeah, just, you know, thinking my way through, you know, bit by bit, know when I'm going to play, know the, you know, the window when I'm going to be on the floor. So just try to figure out, you know, what's going on, you know, how to be effective when I'm out there, and you know, just make plays when they're there to be made.
Obviously, at this stage in your career, you had wanted to win a championship. Now you have that. What keeps you going now? What are you playing for?
Just to compete. I like competing. And I like the challenge of, you know, mixing it up with some of these younger guys. A lot of these kids I've seen, you know, in the AAU circuit, known a lot of them, or I'm serious, I've known a lot of them since they were like 10, 11, whatever. So it's really interesting. You know, usually every single night there's a kid or two that I've seen sort of matriculate through the process, and now in the NBA. And it's a challenge, you know, dealing with them, mixing it up with them, trying to guard them and contain them. So just my competitiveness, wanting to, you know, continue to compete. And, you know, obviously, you know, we've got a chance to, you know, try to repeat. So that's in the back of my mind in terms of just making sure we're building. And personally, I'm just, you know, being effective when I'm out there.
How'd that dunk feel?
It feels good, man. You know, we practice, you know, that. You know, Ron makes me dunk every single day, catch lobs. So in the game, it's still there, you know. So if there's opportunity to go up, I will.
Your numbers this year, you know, points, blocks, your mid-range, it's all spiked from last season. Do you feel like a better player than you were last season?
Just more comfortable. Yeah, just know what, you know, what we're trying to do, what we're trying to get out of it. You know, the group has changed a little bit in terms of, you know, just the personnel, but it's just being comfortable, you know, knowing my role and just having a good time when I'm out there.
Hey, David, there's a lot of contributors tonight, but specifically with Omri and Jordan and Nick, what's the key for newcomers like them to be able to be in a position to produce and integrate them pretty well?
I mean, with the exception of Jordan, you know, Omri's a pro. You know, Swag has been a pro and been successful. So they know who they are. You know, they've had, you know, careers and been able to establish themselves in a certain way. So with those guys, it's just, you know, if they get the opportunity, you know, usually they're going to be productive. You know, Jordan's absorbing a lot. You know, a lot's being thrown at him, but, you know, he's got good natural instincts. You know, when he's active around the basketball, you know, so he gives himself a shot to make, you know, plays when he's out there.
Just kind of piggybacking off of that with Jordan, everybody sees the dunks and the blocks and the highlights. What are the little things that you work on with him to help him kind of get used to playing in the NBA?
You know, I just think he's learning, you know, sort of crash course. You know, all the coaches are in his ear. A lot of the players are in his ear. And then obviously he just has the platform in terms of being in practice, and, you know, able to watch, you know, some of the best guys that ever played the game every single day and learn from them. You know, obviously Steve's got, you know, a crazy career and the things that he's seen and been around. So he's got a golden opportunity, you know, just to learn every single day, whether we're actually playing, practicing, or, you know, just being around one another.
David, how much do you view your role on the team this year as a mentor?
I mean, you know, I just try to be a voice of reason. You know, I am who I am, so, you know, if things get a little, you know, too far gone, I'll say something. But, you know, the group as a whole is pretty, you know, pretty well policed in terms of just bringing it every night. Guys wake up, you know, with the intent to do the right thing every single day, and you know, that's a good place to be, you know, when you're in the NBA. So.
Just curious to get your thoughts about Portland. They came in here tonight. I think they lost 4 in a row. This would be a huge win for them if they could get it. And you're very familiar with them.
Yeah.
You've had good success against them, but they've given you some tough battles. I mean, you look at this game tonight with some of the guys that are out as being a real, you know, a challenge, I would think, huh?
Yeah, I thought so. You know, I thought we came out with the right focus, though. You know, obviously, in my mind at least, you know, every time we play these guys, I just think of that game one they had here. So you know they're capable of having huge games. I just thought our focus from 1 through 12 was where it needed to be. We're able to take care of business.